Danger Dolan, strats for all Throne of Thunder encounters, whether you're tank, heal, or DPS. Refer to the links below this video for the guide that caters to your role. Mechanics. Here's how the fight works. You've got two recurring phases, the light beams phase and the disintegration beam phase. First off, the light beams. When you get a beam on you, it follows you sending a cone of light outwards and reveals hidden ads on the platform. If you have the red beam, rotate around the boss. Reveal the ad, then stand perfectly still. DPS will burn this ad down ASAP, and once it's dead, the player with the red beam must look for more ads, 3 in total. As for the blue beam, just stand perfectly still if you get this, and don't reveal ads ever. The yellow beam moves automatically, so don't worry about that one too much. However, you must have at least 1 or 2 people standing in each color cone beam at all times. If nobody's standing in a beam at a given time, it will explode in your raid, which isn't good. The damage is split between all people standing in it, so don't worry if everyone stacks up to kill an ad. And bear in mind that the longer you stand in a certain color, the more damage you take from it. I suggest spreading out for the majority of this phase, since you'll get hit by a void zone and everyone around you will take quite a bit of damage from that. The platform is massive, so don't be afraid of keeping well above 15 yards away from other players. If a player gets hit by life drain, they need to call it out so other players can help intercept it. It lasts 15 seconds, and the longer it stays on one player, the more health it drains, so have a rotation of pretty much anyone. Sometimes when no light beams are up, the boss will shoot a dark blue cone in a certain direction. If you get hit by it, he'll get knocked back and take damage, so just move and you'll be fine. When the boss casts Disintegration Beam, you'll need to follow a very specific strategy to avoid it. Durumu shoots a laser between himself and the staircase you entered from. If you touch this laser at any point, for any reason, you'll die instantly. However, for about 5 or 10 seconds before the beam starts slowly spinning around the room, it will not inflict damage. You need to use this time to stand in the correct spot. There are 2 possibilities, which I'll mark on the image before you, to the left or right side of the boss's face. A black smog will envelop the ground in a clockwise or counterclockwise fashion. Listen carefully. Before the boss casts Disintegration Beam, you want your entire raid to stand behind the boss. Then, when the black smog appears on one side, have everyone run to that side. Don't stand in the fog, mind you, just stand between the beam and the fog, then wait. There's going to be holes in the black fog. These are your safe zones. They make a slow appearance as the death beam turns. You need to navigate this maze of death without touching the black smog, nor the death beam, and you need to make a full circle around the room alongside everyone in your raid. If you're unsure about what to do, simply mark up a player that does know what he's doing and follow him. That's the easiest option. And be sure at least 1 player is in melee range of the boss when he transitions, or he will AoE your raid and GG. For heals, you need to watch how many stacks the tanks have. They'll be swapping at 5, but they also get hit by arterial cut, in which case they need to be healed to full pronto or they will keep taking massive damage. During the disintegration phase, you'll be spamming on the fly heals for about 20-30 seconds or so be prepared for that. Let's recap. Ongoing, you're going to be healing through the tank debuffs, 5 stacks, arterial cut, you gotta heal them to full when that happens. You gotta spread out 15 yards at all times, you gotta intercept the life drains if it does happen. The light beam phase, the red beam, you gotta unveil the hidden ad. The blue beam, you just don't move, and 1 to 2 players must be in the beams at all times. Disintegration beam phase, you stack behind the boss before it starts. You move to one side when it does start, and you navigate through the maze of blackness looking for the gaps. And never touch the beam of death, otherwise splat, you are dead. That's it. Click the annotation you see on screen for the other boss guide playlist. If you click that nice looking subscribe button at the top left, then all future guides will come right to you. Like on Facebook for heads up on all my upcoming projects. Leave comments about alternative strats. Like if you liked the video, dislike it if you disliked it. That is what it is there for. Go for it.